Hi, Sara. Welcome to this chat.
Hi, Roshni. Thank you.
Sara, the focus right now is on mental health. That's a topic close to your heart. You've been very vocal on this subject. So, what do you think is the need of the hour right
Well, of course, mental health, it's a taboo. I mean, most people don't want to discuss it. But more than physical health, the importance should be given to mental health because everything starts from here. Now, mental health is very important because it starts from three basic things. So it starts with how you think, then how you feel, and then how you act. So as you know, especially during this COVID-19, there's been a lot of cases. People have taken their lives. People have gone into depression. It's because when you're alone with yourself, most people are not used to being alone with themselves. And the situation, the pandemic has forced us to be in our houses. Most of the actors, most of my friends, I know that they're living alone. Luckily, I have my family. I have my support system. People don't even have any mental coach with them because, again, it's like mental coach is considered, it's misunderstood. It feels as if, okay, maybe something is wrong with you mentally, or only depressed people go through the coach. But that is a misunderstanding. It's a myth. You can have mental coach if you're stuck in life, if you're indecisive, you want to make a decision and you don't know how sure you are of that decision, or if you want to take your life one step further, or you want to achieve greater things in life. Mental coaches come for that as well.
In fact,
Obviously, during
Sara, your husband and you are working, in this
Yes.
field, right? So maybe you want to tell me more about that. So what exactly?
Yeah, so my husband Arfeen Khan, he's in this line for like ages, and he's helped millions and millions of people get their mental health in order, their mental structure in order, so they can perform much better than their potential. So this is what I'm trying to say. Mental health is, it doesn't only mean that you're depressed or something.
Sara, you have also been through a low phase, and you've openly spoken about it. So how did you cope with that phase, and when was that exactly in your life?
Okay, I when I was in my low phase is when I delivered twins. Now, I never thought, obviously, when I used to read a lot on postpartum depression, I thought it is something that you could control. And you still can control to a certain extent. But when I delivered my twins, I don't know, I just felt numb. I didn't feel excited about it. And I was thinking, oh my God, I don't know what's happening with my life. I'm not really excited and happy. Why is that? And luckily there in London, people explain you, the nurses, the healthcares, they explain you step by step what you're going to go through. So, they make you aware of your emotions. I don't know if they do it here, but they really take good care of your emotional health. So they told me, okay, there's something called baby blues, which you might feel. And if baby blues means you don't feel very happy and you're wondering, why is this? But if it continues, you need to have talking therapy. And I thought, okay, fine. Okay. So when I went home from the hospital, it was very unusual. I was not finding anything good. I mean, I was happy about my babies, but I was not able to show my happiness. And that's where my husband came. And he said, you need to get out of this. This is going to take you in a very, very low phase of life. And, there the doctors are very persistent. They want to meet you. They want to meet you to talk about this. So we said, okay, it's an obligation. Let's go. We went there, and the first thing they did was, why don't you try antidepressants? And me and Arfeen were like, try antidepressants? So maybe I should try and see if it works or not. And maybe I'll get used to the numbness. And I said, no, I'll be fine. So they said they want to see me in about a week. And in 1 week, Roshni, I shifted my entire physical, emotional state completely. So me and Arfeen decided we're going to be happy because that energy is passing on to babies. So we went out for coffees, although I never thought that would be possible with twins, like really tiny beings. But we went out, we had coffees, we had dinners, and my entire state changed. So it's very important that everybody has a support system, especially actors, because actors are all the time judged. And they don't want to talk about their issues most of the time because represent themselves as weak.
In
So,
fact, yeah, Sushant Singh Rajput's death
yes,
has kind of brought this issue to the fore, and everyone's discussing it. So yes, as you rightly say, actors go through a lot of stress, and you've been an actor yourself. There are ups and downs,
yeah,
probably a little more than all other industries. So, what is your
yes.
suggestion? How should an actor, you know, uh, deal with these
First of all, I
pros when they hit?
First of all, I want to give a message to all the actors, all the people who want to take up acting as their career. Before they go ahead in this competitive field, they go for their dance class, they go for their diction class, they prepare themselves. While they are preparing for all this, they must also prepare their mind to be strong, because only if you're mentally strong and you're ready to take up criticism, and you're ready to take up all the things like, oh, your face is not that good, your smile needs to be improved, your teeth, only if you're ready to take this criticism all day long, because actors come out with a invisible stamp on their head, please judge me, especially this is the case, and it's very highlighted. Actors, I'm sure in all the fields they must be going through, but because acting is very highlighted, Bollywood is like it's what you call glamour, so it's more highlighted. So people need to understand that they need to be mentally strong. If you're not mentally strong, and if you can't take criticism, and if you're very sensitive, maybe you need to work on that before you get into acting.
Or maybe this is not the field for you. Are you saying it from
No.
your experience?
Yes, I'm saying it from my experience. I was anyway strong because I did a lot of mental health programs. I worked with WHO. I used to even coach teenagers, because the suicide projects, for instance. I used to go to colleges, train teachers, parents on how to make sure that their teenage children don't go under depression or do commit an act like this.
Sara, you often talk about positive affirmation, So in these
Yes.
times of COVID, they're definitely very important. And are there a few that you'd like to share with us? Maybe people can just say,
Of course.
feel a little better each day.
Yes. Positive affirmation is, let me make it simpler. It's a conversation you have with yourself. Most women think about 70 thoughts a day. And out of those 70 thoughts, 80% would be repetitive thoughts. And out of that, 90% would be something negative, either about yourself or about somebody else. Now, positive affirmation helps you to stop thinking those negative thoughts by bringing in this. So you and me probably, when we are sitting, when we are working, we don't even know that we're so used to thinking our negative thoughts that we don't even realize we're doing it over and over and over again. So you need to be conscious. The minute you start drifting away in your thoughts, you need to consciously think of what you're thinking, stop it if it's negative and it doesn't serve your purpose, and replace it with better thoughts. Now, my affirmations are like, I am incredible, I am strong, I am beautiful, I am powerful. These thoughts are very, very important. So when you don't have to do this once a day. It's not like a gym that you do once a day. You have to do this consistently, so your mind, body, it owns it. You have to believe it. When you're having a shower, you have to do this. When you're going for a run, gymming, whatever, it has to be embedded, because you have to condition your mind to break all those patterns that you've been following. So your negative beliefs of your 30 years, 40 years, 50 years is so embedded in your head that to bring in new thoughts, you'll have to do that a lot more so that you change your mind. So these are positive affirmations. You have to own it. You don't have to think it's a chore and just do it once a day or twice a day.
Yes, Sara. So I think you've given us some interesting food for thought. On that note, Sara, I want to thank you for being a part of this.
Thank you. Thank you, Roshni. Thank you.